Hi again, it's Lisa, and this is the Easy Breezy Boss Life. I want to talk about the first hour of your business day. You know the one. You wake up, you haven't even reached for your coffee yet, and you're already spiraling. So you're checking Slack, and then you're looking at that email from a vendor that came in at 11 p.m., and suddenly, even before your feet hit the floor, you're already feeling tired, and that is the first hour of your business day. Sound familiar? Your day has barely started, but you already want to end it. So you're starting your day on a defensive crouch. Not a good way to start. You are just reacting. You are catching up on yesterday. And you know why I know this feeling so well? It's because I used to do this too. I'm not innocent. I am so guilty of what it is to spend the first hour of your day obsessing about the things that you did not get to do the day before. Not a good feeling. No, I don't recommend it. So back when I tried and failed to run my business solo, to DIY everything, right? I was always trying to run the day. And I was tripping miserably until I had to ask myself, why am I the founder and supposedly CEO of this company? Why am I starting my mornings as a digital cleanup person? Why am I tidying up yesterday's mess instead of building today's wins? And that is when I realized that my business needed a night shift. Yes, you heard me right. My business needed to have a night shift. I wanted and I desperately needed a way for things to keep running while I slept. Sounds like magic, right? Is it possible? Well, lots of businesses have midnight operations. Maybe I could apply that too. That's what I thought. But this is the most important part if you want to build a night shift operations. It needs to run, but I need to not be the one working it. I do not want to be part of the night shift operations. I just need to build the night shift operations. My hard rule was that I should not be awake and working the night shift. Now, I know there are business gurus out there, business coaches tell you that you need to take on the hustler culture. And we've been told that being a hustler means being the first one in and then the last one out. But I'm going to be blunt with you. If you are starting your morning in the weeds, renaming files, checking tracking numbers, or trying to remember where you left off on a project yesterday, that is a leadership failure. And I know that is a hard pill to swallow because at one point in my life, I had to swallow several of those pills. So think about it. If your brain is occupied with the logistics of your business yesterday, who is steering the wheel on the present day? Nobody. Nobody's steering the wheel. So how do we fix it? How do we break the cycle of waking up to backlogs? Backlogs that are probably there because you couldn't finish yesterday's task load on your own. You have essentially reached your personal full capacity. And that is when I started to conceptualize a 24-hour operational cycle. And it is the ultimate competitive advantage that most small businesses completely ignore. Now, I know some flat earthers are going to bash me on this, but newsflash, the earth is round. The world is round. While you're sleeping in one part of the globe, someone else is awake on the other side of the planet. And that is the ultimate competitive advantage that I am bringing to the table right now and offering to you as a potential solution so you don't have to keep cleaning up yesterday's mess in the start of your business days. Some of you might say that, oh, I'm not a global corporation. I don't need a night shift. I have a physical closing time and my clients don't come to my office at night. They just don't. I don't need a midnight operations. That's not for me. Okay. Here's the reason why I would disagree and why I would still push for you to actually have a nighttime operations. Let me paint you a picture. So in my business and for my clients as a virtual assistant, we call it the midnight engine. And here's what we've done for many of our clients already. If you were, say, a business owner and you lived in, let's say, North America, Canada, the US, and I was your virtual assistant or your team member in the Philippines, we have a 12-hour difference, right? That's 12 hours-ish. Your nighttime is my daytime. You finish your day at 8 o'clock in the evening, Eastern time. On the other hand, I start my day at 8 p.m. Eastern time. The million-dollar question is, would it make a huge difference if I worked while you slept? So you could wake up at 8 a.m. the following morning to see that I've already sent you the progress reports on the email sequence that we're building, or maybe even the completed social media contents for the next 2 weeks. Essentially, you would do a drop, your raw data and your instructions in a Loom video or your voice notes, maybe even ideas that you had on a job site, or a list of tasks that you didn't get to do during your daytime. You drop all of this by or before 8 p.m. You close your laptop, you have dinner, you go to bed. And while you are resting, your midnight engine starts. Your team continues the work that you didn't get a chance to finish, or the work you didn't get to start because you were so busy being the CEO. If you knew how to delegate well, if you delegated like a boss, you would be leveraging that 12-hour difference between your time and your virtual assistant's time in the Philippines. Think about it. Having a team in the Philippines, or any part of Asia for that matter, virtual assistants, your remote crew, they are taking your raw data and turning it into something polished. They are updating the project boards, they are drafting the emails, they are staging the social media posts. It's like magic. So why is this a game changer? Because while your office is dark, your business is still moving forward. You are not losing 12 hours of the day when you slept. You are actually gaining a 12-hour head start for the next business day. This leads to what I like to call the 8 a.m. reset. So what happens now when you wake up? Here's the picture I want to paint. You grab your first cup of coffee, you open your laptop, and instead of a mess, you see a clean slate. You will see that the research is done, the files are organized, the action items are sitting there waiting for your final review and approval. How much more powerful would you feel as a leader if you never had to catch up again? And all this became possible because you taught your team to do the heavy lifting for you while you were asleep. If you spent your first 90 minutes of the day on strategy instead of being stressed by yesterday's unfinished work, that is not just an efficiency hack, that is freedom, that is time freedom. I use this in my own business every single day. I'm a freelancer and virtual assistant, and I'm a business owner myself. And I will be honest, I outsource pretty much everything. Why? Because I believe in processes over everything else. I trust the system that I built because it doesn't have bad days. The system doesn't get sick either because I delegated the task of creating contingency plans to my team. It is a self-correcting system. So if you've had a business coach give you advice to delegate tasks or leverage your time, you can level up by asking, which time block do I leverage? The truth is, advice is cheap. You can listen to every single business podcast in the world and you can take notes, heaps and heaps of notes. But if you do not have the power and the capacity to actually execute your vision, nothing changes. If you are a business coach listening to this and your clients are stalling because they're stuck in their own morning weeds, you need to stop letting them go into battle without an army. And I will swear by delegating tasks to a team time and time again. I will die on this hill and I will tell you, delegating tasks, they can work when you give extremely clear instructions and you empower your team to actually execute those instructions in the way that you want done. That is what a leader is supposed to do. But you have to hire a team who is equally as obsessed with systems and SOPs as much as you. Now at 8.8, in my team of virtual assistants, we've worked with coaches who refer their clients to us for short-term launches or long-term support. And the clients who thrive are the ones who embrace the time difference. They give us the vision, they give us the instructions, they drop their raw data and their raw files, and then we give them the execution during their sleep hours. If you head over to our website at 8.8.net/bizcoach, you will find all the details there, how it's done, what to expect, etc. Yes, it is possible to have a midnight engine for your business, so you can finally sleep with peace of mind. That is a rare luxury that business owners have, especially the ones who are trying to run their business solo. Because the truth is, even the most hardworking CEOs, they need their beauty rest too. This is the Easy Breezy Boss Life. I am Lisa Sabala. I will see you on the next one. But while I have you, watch this next video on how to delegate like a boss.